welcome back to Drumard Farm, where it's going to be a little bit full throttle. We've got so much to do. I didn't realise we had so many fields that needed herbicide, so got that to do. The cows need feeding yet again, manure needs moving, slurry, and we've got a grass field to cut, bale and wrap for silage. And I think there are other things, possibly looking at getting a grass shed. It was in the comments as a suggestion, but we also need to think about, we need a corn header. And a forage wagon and just everything. And really need to start possibly doing some more contracts. I think I left my indicator on there. Just get that turned off. There we are. Alright, but what we'll do is first then, I've got the herbicide in here, so we're sort of ready. I had to get the trailer and tractor back, the case from selling our soybeans last time. So we'll get this over to one of the fields that needs herbicide. Yeah, I really thought we'd done them, but apparently not. Yeah, then we'll get back and get moving on with everything else. Thankfully, the weather is beautiful, so that always makes things a bit easier. So I think we're heading up towards... Let's just check that. Soil composition. Yeah, so what have we got in here? Sunflowers. Yes, so herbicide and the soybeans, yeah, herbicide. So, okay, we'll go to the soybean field first, and then we can move the worker on or pick up some of that for ourselves later. I think we're going to go and mow the grass. I do want to use the mower setup. I haven't really used it much, so we'll go and do that, then sort of go from there really. Possibly get a worker to do the rowing, and then well, actually no, because we're baling, we've got the row on the bale on the baler, so yeah, no, we can do it all ourselves. Brilliant. That'll save a bit of money. Yeah, I do want to get a grass shed and put it up near up in the industrial area. I think that's the only place I can really put it. Look at this weather. Look at this lovely setup here as well. And as always, I missed my turning. Trying to back to that car. Thank you, patient driver, or maybe not. Okay, so yeah, we'll have to use workers a bit here because there's quite a bit to get done, and there's only so much daylight we'll have. So that's them. Okay, let's tab back to the farm. Okay, I'm probably in the worst tractor to be doing these jobs. Well, it's a brilliant tractor, but not for this. TMR. I would like to get to the point financially at some point where I can just fill that cow barn up and at least go a few months without having to fill it up. I mean, I don't mind doing it. Obviously, I enjoy it, but when you've got more things on, I could do not having to do it every episode. Right, I'll try and negotiate this through here. Okay, what tip side are we on here? Tip side right. Let's get that in there. Let's just go and check. Oh, I can't check the slurry from here. I don't think it tells me. Okay, let's go into the menu to do that. There's nothing visually there. There never is. How's that done then? Yeah, it looks pretty good for now. It won't last long, but that will at least keep them happy. Their health hasn't dropped, I don't think. No, it's all good. And everything else, yeah, no, everything else is fed. So, manure. Wonderful, quite a bit there. We could take this up to the greenhouse, but it doesn't seem to be going through it very quickly, so I think I'll put this in the gas plant and I'll just boost our money up a bit next month. Trying to hit the actual container there. Let's get that switched on, if it isn't already. I don't think it is. Gas plant and a manure. Activate. There's not a lot there, but it will be something. Good, and get the cover on that. Once it's lowered, there we are. Pull this out of the way. I'll leave the slurry for now. I'm not sure how much is in there. But yeah, I suppose we better get on with that grass. And the case is the perfect tractor for that because of the hill. Or the hills. So let's get attached. That's the front. Nice looking setup, this Pottinger. And thankfully, does that fit under? Yeah, it does. Oh no, well it doesn't have a collision, so that's lucky. I can get this adapted so these the top bits there fold in. I might do that at some point. We've got some spare money, but that does seem to not be happening at the moment. Any spare money? Fantastic. Might see if I can get some different lines this time. Make life a bit easier. But let's get them folded. Couldn't ask for a better day for this. Of course, the goats and sheep need grass or whatever you hay, but they seem to be right at the moment. So we'll make silage. We'll just pull forward a little bit, and then get that lowered, switched on. There we are. Onto the front. Unfold. It's a powerful piece of equipment. And on we go there. Oh, we'll leave it as it is. Ah, we're flying through. We could clear the yield map, but I think it'll be fine as it is. Good. Well, I'll whip round this, and then we'll look at either rowing it ourselves or have a worker row it while we go and find something else to do. So let's do that. Okay, well, I think I'm going to leave some of this for the worker. Not trying to be lazy, but I need to go and move another worker on and pick up the Ford so we can get the row out, the windrow. Just maybe I will get this section done here, and that way when we come back to the row, there's an area to be well, as an area to be ready to be rowed. Oh, where's it trying to take me there? Why does it do that? If there's any bits in the corners, I'll just go and tidy them up at the end. We could cut the meadow grass around the edge or whatever it might be, but I think I will just stick with this. I like that this cuts when you're going backwards as well. It's very helpful. A few more bits here. Yeah, it's an absolute pleasure to use a set of machinery here. Good, we'll just get this pass and then we'll hand it over. Ah, some missed bits there. We will get them. Good. Okay, set a worker off for what it's worth. Okay, so just have them up and down, or at least start up and down. Get out of their way. If I can jump over here. Oh, that's good. We can get straight through. No, we can't. Woohoo! I'm stuck on the barbed wire there. Okay, let's just tab to the Fiat. Here we are. Just check their work. Okay, so a little bit over in that corner. I can't complain. I don't do a good job of the herbicide myself. Something I'm not particularly great at. So that's that, and then just a little bit down there, and then we'll move them on into the sunflower fields. I believe it was over in this corner. Good, let's fold that up. Get moving. Plenty to do. Yeah, I don't know whether to get a shed or... I know I really should save for the things we need. But it would be nice to have a grass shed to put all the equipment away in. Free up a bit of space at the main farm. Okay, so we're just around the corner, so not too far. Up we go. Oh, get over how nice this weather is. Okay, well the crop's not in too much, so that's good. Okay, that's them on that. Here we are. Maintenance isn't too bad, and we've got plenty of fuel, so that's good. The New Holland I might, off camera, have to take to the store and see if they can come up with a corn header for me. Do we need anything from over here? No, I don't think so. Yeah, so we're going to get the baler that has the windrow on it. I was going to row it, but obviously we don't need to. And we can really just get baling now then, and then wrapping. What I might do, I don't know, is just leave once the bales are wrapped, just leave them on the field, and herbicide or fertilizer or whatever you around them. I don't know though, it's It's not really the right way of doing it, I suppose, but well, if we left the bales a month, then we come back in and do our, hopefully if it's the bales have fermented, we could then we must, stuck on herbicide today, fertilise or lime once we've picked them up. That way we can pick them up and straight into the gas plant. That's going to be a brilliant way of doing it. It's exactly what we're going to do. I'm sure the baler is over here. I hope it is. And the mech stayed put for once. Must have heard me talking about it. There's the bale wrap. There it is. Brilliant. Right, let's get all hooked up there. Oh, good. We've got silage additive as well. Already looks like a bale ready to come out of here. Why are they doing that side? It's already done. Oh. Don't know what's happened here. Did I knock that over? Let's get that open. It's just made life a lot easier. Good. We'll go and see what they're up to. Well, that's really where I wanted to start working. Well, I suppose it doesn't matter. They've done most of this down here. Maybe they're just getting some bits I've missed. So, get in that corner and then get unfolded. Let's back up a bit here. It's that, and then open the arms. Yeah, that bale's almost ready there. It's a little bit slow this, but once it's out and we're up and running, it's brilliant. Down we go. There we are. Okay, and lower. I'll just try and take this corner. Switched on. And let's get around this. I might have to stop the worker in a minute. That might just be costing us money. Just trying to keep an eye on what they're doing there. So I've just gone straight past all those tufts there. This this silage will really help us out now with buying anything we need to. If I struggle up here, I could redo the case if I'm honest, but it'll be alright once we get to the top. Well, I think I'll put the radio back on and crack on with this. Let's do that. Okay, it's just coming towards the end of this, and then I think what we're going to do is head over to the worker who's doing the herbicide spraying. We'll probably do the last field, and then head back over here to sort all these lovely bales out. Look how many we've got, it's brilliant. I'm not going to put any of the grass equipment away, because if I can get a shed, then we'll be putting it in that shed. So let's get that switched off. Just drop that there, and then we'll just tab over to the Fiat. Wonderful. I can already see some bits that I've missed there. I should really wind this in and just do some spot treatment, but for the sake of just getting it done, it doesn't look too bad. There's a couple of bits there. Wonderful. And probably in this corner as well, then, I would think. Canola's looking wonderful. Not long now, and that will be ready for harvest. Okay, let's fly around this. Looking good. Yeah, so we've only got to wrap the bales now, and then we'll leave them on the field and put them straight to the gas plant when they're ready. That makes absolute sense, especially as the gas plant's on our own farm. Well, these are much easier to see in this crop. We really haven't used much herbicide at all. It's brilliant. I'm not sure if the boost tank's gone through more. Didn't actually check the oat field if that needs doing. Very possibly. Might leave this out here and check that next time. Yeah, might pay to leave this here. I will bring this in here. Oh, I can't because I'll hit the trees, won't I? I suppose I can bring it in a bit. Let's see how that does us. Okay, we're just checking the menu, make sure we've got everything. Well, that's some business taken care of. A little bit there, and a little bit down there, and some around the edge. I should have that. Pop to the bottom. Just check in here, right at the back. Yeah, it's quite tricky in here. Yeah, I'm just going to get snagged. Okay, we'll leave that at that, I think, for the sake of breaking our vehicle. It's not worth it for a couple of measly weeds. Let's get that set back to normal, and I'll just check the oat field. Nothing, no sign yet. It doesn't really give us much. Yeah, no, it looks okay, I suppose. But we'll leave this here, head back to the farm. Good, we'll grab the bale wrapper. And when we've finished wrapping all these, because this is pressing to get this done for the sake of some money, we'll go and look at see if we can put up a shed. I want to keep. Is that the dog? It is the dog. Okay, very good. Yeah, I want to see if I can keep the sheds the same sort of theme, the same sort of colour. I've not looked into it. Usually I have by now, because I do like buying a shed, but We've had other things to purchase, many other things, and still many things to go. I probably don't need the case for this, but just as it's here, we'll use it. Let's get that unfolded. Automatic drop. I think it was already on. Good. Let's just have a look at the time here. Oh, we are getting on for a bit of time. Oh, was it not on? There it is. Okay, so yeah, again, I'll probably time lapse this, and that way we might have time to actually go and buy a shed. So let's do that. Okay, just a few more left. Some of them are giving me a bit of trouble, a bit out of practice, I think. But we're getting there. There is absolutely loads of silage bales now, or grass bales fermenting. I think there's one still left in the baler by the looks of it, but what I'll do is I'll just give that to the sheep or the goats. Oh, we fired one off there. Yeah, I'll just give that to them. There's plenty of silage here for a while. One day I will buy a bumper for my tractor. One day. Oh, that one's not going to be easy to pick up. Look, it's landed on the fence over there. Good. Well, we'll head up. I've actually had a thought about where I'm going to place the shed. Even if we don't get it this episode because of the money, I'm going to put it in with the... How am I going to catch this? With the goats. There's a space up there that would be quite nice for a grassworks shed, I think. But we'll see if it fits and how much it costs and what the land's like if I need to level. I may as well just take the wrap with me if I'm going to be getting a shed today. That's absolutely loads of work done. I might have the mech pick that bale up. I'm sure the mech will enjoy that. Does like working. Yeah, so rather than cluttering up the industrial area, I mean, we do have this shed. I suppose we could use as a grassworks shed, but I do use it for storing the is it the churns and other things. So it'd be nice to have another one where the ground doesn't look great. Let's just pop into construct. Wow, I need to get some of these moved into construction. I might just put it over in the corner there. Yeah, sheds. See, I'm going to go right to the bottom, see if there's anything Drumard related. They might not be at the bottom. Shed packs. We'll say a red roof, preferably. Unless you can change some of them, I'm not sure. Wow, there's a lot of sheds in here. That's quite nice. It's a lot of money and probably too big for up here. This one. Oh, well, okay. Not what I was hoping for there. What have we got here? 10 size. Yeah, well, maybe I'll pop into Mod Hub and see what they've got. Let's have one more look through. What about this one? Big side shed. I know it's not quite what I want to go for. Just wonder if the roof would be too low for our equipment. I mean, the wrapper would be all right, but yeah, I don't know. The windrow and things are quite high, so probably not that. That could work. No, see, I want to get one with a red roof, really. So what I'll do is I'll have a look in Mod Hub, and then next time we'll look at placing a shed up here, an extra shed, something similar to this. But yeah, but as usual, thank you all very much for watching, liking and subscribing, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.